Hi everybody and welcome to the Scott Show. This is the WWE Raw Recap Show. So what we do is we recap Monday Night Raw after it is all done. And here we go. I'm actually going to steal a little page here from lordsofpain.net. So that's kind of where I get my outline for this show. I'll give you guys a little idea of what's going on. That's what I do. So we're going to start out with the first thing that happened, and that was Braun Strowman came out. Now, I did not get to see this, but I saw everything else that happened through this. So Braun Strowman came out, said that he has a little story. The Machine and the Beast met the monster among men. And Kurt Angle came out and said, you know, what you did was not acceptable. You broke a whole bunch of crap. And there will no longer be a triple threat, and Braun's fired. And Braun got a little miffed about that. He gets sent backstage. This one security guard gets into his face and says, "You have to leave." Bad idea. And Braun tosses everybody around. Security guards get killed. It was just... He tossed one guy into a table. He tossed another guy into a... I don't even know what it was. It was just great. They just need to do more of that. I think that if... I love that Stone Cold-esque quality when it comes to Braun Strowman. That's what I like. So then they come up with the Bar versus Titus Worldwide. First of all, I'm going to make the assumption that Booker T doesn't think too highly of Titus Worldwide. You know, they're a good team. I think that if you have a good team out there, you should push them as a good team. That's just the way it goes. That's what I think. So, there you go. So, anyway, the Bar puts together a great match with Titus Worldwide. It was a good showing. Jason Jordan comes out and just stands there. Distraction. Sheamus gets rolled up for the pin and the win. So, Titus Worldwide wins against the Bar. I do realize that the Bar will have to break up soon in some way. I realize that Sheamus is hurt. But they gotta do something with Cesaro. And I'm very interested to see what happens. I think it'll be interesting. Then they go back and Braun Strowman goes and kills Kurt Angle's office door and destroys everything in the room, and then destroys catering, except for the guy who had cake. He didn't destroy the guy who had cake because you don't do that. There is some sort of there's a rule there, folks. Don't destroy the person who has cake. Other than that, you are good to crush. If you ever wondered what the rules were about destroying catering. Alright, Cedric Alexander against Tony Nese. I was not interested in this match whatsoever. The Cruiserweights hold no interest to me whatsoever. The Goldust thing, I just don't get it with 205 Live. Cedric Alexander wins the match. You know, he's won every match that he's fought so far. If he beats Enzo, great. If he doesn't, great. I hope that he doesn't beat Enzo because I think 205 Live needs Enzo Amore more than Enzo Amore needs 205 Live. Just saying. Kurt Angle, talks about the destruction, and then Braun Strowman says, they say, Braun's heading to the truck. He goes into the truck and he has himself a good time in the truck, which was hilarious. I just thought it was so entertaining seeing the back of the truck. And he's like, "What does this do? What does this do?" And it was just great. Braun disengages the tractor from the trailer and tips over the tractor. I don't know what kind of stuff they did with this. I know that thing weighs an insane amount of weight. I can't even tell you how much it weighs. And to think that Braun Strowman, he's a strong dude, could lift that up, I'm just blown away. So I think that, your suspension of disbelief is a little tossed that way, but I think it's okay. So Braun comes out to the arena. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna go over and destroy the announcers." He catches Michael Cole, looking like he's gonna give him an atomic wedgie. He's gonna and then Angle said he called off the police. Stephanie McMahon said he's gonna hire Braun, and just let Michael Cole go. And he tosses him into the group of security guys. It was the safest toss you'll ever see. It was great. It was just awesome. So Michael Cole is gone for the rest of the night. Tom Phillips comes out. Little disappointed on that for one reason, because I love Corey Graves on commentary. I'm not a huge fan of Booker T. I don't know how many times I can hear the word dog and actually give a crap. But you should have just had Byron Saxton come out, and then that would have been great, because Byron and Graves are funny, and I think that needs to happen on Raw. So Nia Jax and Asuka. In Asuka's best match on WWE. Now I say that it was her best match on WWE, not in NXT, in WWE. Nia Jax and Asuka had a killer women's match, a killer match for anybody, and I thought it was awesome. So 2 thumbs up for me. It ends when Nia gets hurt by referee stoppage. The knee thing is different than I've seen in other things. And hey, that was awesome. So Alexa Bliss comes out to check on her friend. Nia, has a bad knee, and Asuka wins by referee stoppage. I thought it was a great way to stop the match and move it forward. I thought it was awesome. I do want to get off a script here for just 2 seconds, because they did make mention to a lot of... they made mention like 3 or 4 times about a trip to Universal Studios, including a commercial. Who wants to hang out with the Usos and Naomi? Well, I'll take the money, because I wouldn't want to do that. I'll just leave them be, and I'll take the money or the trip. Then I can go see TNA. And see many better wrestlers, better than Naomi, including all of them. So, very disappointed. Pick somebody good. I want to hang out with Braun Strowman for a day. I wouldn't want to hang out with Naomi and the Usos. Alright, getting back to what we were talking about, which was Monday Night Raw. Jason Jordan comes out with a smile on his face, a song in his heart apparently, and he suggests that Rollins should face off against Balor tonight. And of course he said, well, if Braun would have done anything, I would have been defending you. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So, it is what it is. Then you go to Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax in the back. Enzo Amore comes out, and Nia says, Enzo's got this. Alexa kind of runs away from it. I like this little high school kind of love storyline between the two. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it'll end up with, and I'm cool with that because I just want to see. Alright, next match we get is the Revival versus 2 Jobbers. The Jobbers did not get their name announced, however, I do have their names here. One of them is a name that I recognize, and it is somebody who's either married to Bayley or Sasha Banks. I can't remember, and it doesn't matter either way. Because the Revival beat them down good. They said, old school wrestling is back. Then they got asked about the Raw 25 next week, so it looks like there's going to be an angle for next week. I want to see Dash and Dawson beat up somebody, not get beat up by legends. That's you screwed it up with the Ascension. You screwed it up with a few other teams. In fact, don't screw it up with these guys, please. Elias comes out and does a really good job, I thought. Elias is pretty talented. And he does the Miztourage thing really, really well. So I got to give him thumbs up for that. The Miz comes out and says, you know what? USA Network's giving me a show. Doing amazing things. I was only gone 6 weeks. Everybody missed me. And it's true. He is quite the show. Roman Reigns against Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. First of all, WWE gets a big thumbs down for me. I'm not trying to steal Simon Miller's stuff. Even though I do use it in the morning, but it's not for wrestling. And it's only 3 and 3. I would give a thumbs down to this. I would give a 0.0 star for this. I hate watching a Roman Reigns match. I do. When I know what's going to happen, Roman Reigns is the most boring wrestler ever. He is like John Cena. I know what's going to happen. I hate handicap matches. You know what's going to happen. Normally somebody's going to get screwed. You either have the one person winning and making the two people look just bad as hell, or you have the two people winning and of course they're going to win over one person. So in saying that, Roman Reigns won the match. It was stupid, the end. That's all I got to say about that. It was dumb. Sasha Banks and Sonya Deville had a match. Deville won the match, which was really interesting. Now, I am really looking forward to the Royal Rumble match, where you'll have Absolution in there with the Riot Squad, and I guess Sonya Deville and Ruby Riott had a great feud in NXT. So hopefully they'll be 1 and 2. Paige is unable to compete. They said that she's just unable to compete in the women's match. But from what I'm hearing, she is out for good. I love the idea that they gave Absolution the win here, especially after Absolution got beat last week. And so I thought that was really good going into the Women's Royal Rumble. Next week won't even matter because it's all the old school people coming back. They're all going to get their acknowledgement for being old school people and whatever it is. They had a thing between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, and that was nothing anyway. Matt Hardy and Heath Slater had their match. Heath Slater trying to get more aggressive. I would love to see where they go with this storyline, but I don't see anything yet. Matt Hardy, I'm not interested in this Woken thing. It's like 2 years ago, the Broken thing was cool to some people. I don't like Rebby Hardy. I think that she looks like she just got beaten with an ugly stick way too many times to count. I never thought that much of Matt Hardy as a wrestler myself. You know, it was entertaining the first time I saw it in TNA. Slightly entertaining. So bring back Jeff and see what they do there. I would be cool with that. But I'm just not into it. It's just not. It's just gone for me. You know, it's just bad. It's like bringing back the NWO. You can't. Matt Hardy wins the match. Not really important. So Tom Phillips leads the package to the first confirmed name for the WWE Hall of Fame, which is none other than Bill Goldberg. So Goldberg will be your headliner for the Hall of Fame. I kind of knew he was going in sooner or later. I really wanted it to be The Undertaker. Apparently The Undertaker is going to be wrestling at this next WrestleMania. I don't get that after such a great retirement thing. I was watching it with a friend of mine, and we were watching it and saying, what the hell? That's literally how I watched it, was what the hell? So, yeah, it's just one of those things, and I'm going to be watching it on my big screen this year. I'm going to have a good time watching WrestleMania. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins had a great match. I think that Finn Balor pinned Seth Rollins. He kind of got screwed out of that. The bar came down, interfered a little bit. Rollins took advantage of it and won the match. And Seth Rollins defends, gets his win back after last week. Great match. The one thing that I would have to say is that Raw did not cut at time. I think that they went into the ending too early and they had extra minutes and they didn't do anything with them. You were sat there just expecting something was going to happen and nothing happened and it was just dead air. So, great match. Rollins is a damn good wrestler. I enjoy watching Seth Rollins. I don't know if he's going to win or lose. He's not at that point where he's Superman. He's the guy who you don't know what's going to happen, but it'll be a good match. You just know that something's going to happen that you're going to want to watch. And that's why I like Seth Rollins. And it was good. So, either guy could have won. It would have been a great match anyway. Rollins does, and congratulations to him. So, tomorrow we will be here with the SmackDown recap show. However, the recap show will be like 20 minutes late because I'm going to watch the Mixed Match Challenge, the first one, where it is Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya versus Finn Balor and Sasha Banks. So, Finn got pretty beat up tonight. We'll see what happens with him tomorrow. And Sasha Banks lost. And so we'll see what happens when you have Natalya and Shinsuke tomorrow on SmackDown. Are they going to have a match? Are they going to lose their match? What's going to happen there? I'm interested, but the Mixed Match Challenge seems like it's going to be fun. And another thumbs down for WWE, kind of their idea of moving forward and telling you what's going on. Because Survivor Series is not the only time every year that Raw and SmackDown are going to face each other. First of all, you have the Royal Rumble. Second of all, you have now the Mixed Match Challenge. And third of all, you probably have WrestleMania where you're going to see somebody fight somebody else. And also, now you have this Money in the Bank too, which I think is going to be both groups. So, yeah, figure it out, folks. It's not the only time every year. But check us out at 8 o'clock in the morning. We will be live. Scott Show Wake Up Call. And we'll see you guys then. Have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you soon here on the ScottShow.com.